Honourable Senators, I rise today to speak in support of Senator McPhedran's motion calling on the Government of Canada to take further actions to bring the perpetrators of genocide against the Rohingya people to justice. After the horrors of the Second World War, the world came together to call the Genocide Convention into force in 1951. Its rallying cry was never again. Never again would the world tolerate such oppression, such injustice, such inhumanity, such cruelty. And yet, when we look back over the last 70 years, it appears that the global community has allowed genocide to occur again and again, rather than never again. Remember Bosnia, remember Rwanda, remember Darfur, and now Myanmar. This is not the first time I have spoken on this crisis. As you may recall, I introduced a motion in October of last year asking that the Senate revoke the honorary citizenship of Aung San Suu Kyi. That motion passed unanimously. In doing so, both houses of Parliament recognized that the crimes committed against the Rohingya constituted a genocide, and we called on the UN Security Council to refer the situation to the International Criminal Court, which I will refer to as ICC. The ICC has since ruled that it can prosecute Myanmar's leaders for forcibly deporting the Rohingya to Bangladesh. However, there are concerns that other crimes may be left out of its proceedings and hearings, including executions, rapes, and the burning of villages. There is another problem. In order to expand the scope of this investigation and bring perpetrators to justice, the UN Security Council needs to pass a motion referring these crimes to the ICC. But, as we all know, some members of the Security Council will block such a move, in particular Russia and China. Seeing the United Nations Security Council as an obstacle, Senator McPhedran has identified another route to justice and accountability. Her motion asks the federal government to invoke the Genocide Convention and to work with other like-minded states to bring this matter to the International Court of Justice. While the International Court of Justice is not able to convict specific individuals for their crimes against humanity, it can compel the state of Myanmar to respond to the allegations of genocide put forward by UN observers. Provisional measures and reparations can, in fact, be pursued in this court without having to navigate the UN Security Council. The gap between the promise and the practice of preventing genocide over the last 70 years is dispiriting indeed. So I believe, as I believe Senator McPhedran believes too, that we must find multiple routes to justice. It is therefore entirely fitting that Canada lead on this by collaborating with international partners to pursue the matter with the International Court of Justice, in addition to the examination currently underway in the ICC.